Hi everyone, John here, All Miniatures Great and Small, and today we're going to be looking at and unboxing a game from Gale Force 9. This is Aliens, Another Glorious Day in the Corps, a cooperative survival game. So, one thing, I love Aliens as a franchise and property. Aliens is easily in my top 5 movies of all time, and I'm a big fan of it. And Gale Force 9 has produced some great board games over the years, and I don't think I have one that's let me down so far. So this seems like a pretty good combination to me. So, Aliens, you get this nice box here, M41A pulse rifle with 1 round left, and some grenades on the ground, blood. So it doesn't look good for our poor Marines, but hey, they know what they signed up for. All right, let's check out the back of this box. All right. So we've got a box contents. We've got 4 double-sided game boards, 23 plastic miniatures, 45 motion tracker cards, 60 endurance cards, 7 character cards, a rulebook, card dock, 9 mission cards, 8 dials, 64 tokens, and 3 dice, and a partridge in a pear tree. Alright, so this game is recommended to take about an hour to 2 hours, 1 to 6 players, ages 14 and up. First thing is, I like the fact that it's cooperative. That does make it a little bit different than similar genre games like Space Hulk and things like that. And I'm sure we'll be talking more about that in the future. Okay, let's go ahead and open it up and see what we get in this cool box. I do plan on doing a rules overview, and I'm sure looking at the miniatures and painting up some of the miniatures is going to be on my table sometime soon. Okay, rules book. Let's go ahead and set that to the side. Ooh, that's a glare. Okay. So I always like their rule books. They're usually pretty easy to follow. Lots of pictures. Looks pretty cool. Okay. Then we have, I think these are the mission cards. I don't know what else is in here, but we'll find out. Mission 1, Newt. And then it's got mission goals and information on the back of each one of these. Mission 2, that's Escape. Mission 3, Survive. Rescue mission. Supply mission. Bug Hunt at Hadley's Hope. Bug Hunt, Atmosphere Processing Plant. Outpost Alpha 116, Bug Hunt, Supply Depot. Alright, so you get a lot of nice missions. I don't know, one of my favorite Gale Force 9 games is the Firefly game, the big Firefly game that has all the jobs and the money. I love that game. Great contents, great theme. Okay, but I digress. So we have assembly guides for the Marines. So it looks like these are not a single cast, but they don't look very complicated. I mean, it's an arm and a head for the most part. The aliens need to be assembled as well. Then we have the cardboard. At least some of the cardboard. Oh, there's some more cardboard. Let's get that out as well. We have the reshuffle card. Oh, that fits right in. I do like a nice thick cardstock. Double-sided. There's, I guess, Newt's unit card. My daughter Abby looks just like Newt. Jake wanted to do a photo shoot recreating that scene for one of his film projects. Alright, and then we've got, these are double-sided game boards. So this side is the atmosphere processing plant. So you've got kind of the alien hive. And this is Hadley's Hope. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of these mats. And then you've got some counters. I briefly looked over the rules because before release they put a PDF of the rules of this game out, and so anyone can go on to the Gale Force 9 Aliens site and download the rulebook to see if that's something they find interesting or if they want to pursue the game further. It's a great way to tell if the game is fun or not. A lot of these games can be really slick and glossy, great miniatures, all that stuff, but then the game itself is kind of lackluster and disappointing. I've had several Kickstarters like that, including one that's pretty heavily related to this one. Not Gale Force 9, a competing company, but that will be saved for another video as well. So I think these are the ammo counters. Every character has an ammo counter. Remote sentry. Oh, I love the fact that the remote sentry has the counters as well. That's pretty cool. And if you've watched the Aliens Extended Edition, the remote sentry guns, you know what I'm talking about. And it's awesome that they do that. Gale Force 9 is really great at capturing the theme of whatever game you're playing. Star Trek Ascendancy, I really like that Doctor Who dice game that they have with the miniatures, the Firefly games. They're all so, they capture the source material so well. So we got more character cards. I like the character cards are nice and thick, same card stock. Oh, let's look back here. So we've got, we already saw Newt, so we got Ripley, Hicks, and Hudson. Okay. And then you've got Vasquez and Gorman and Frost. So you pretty much have everyone who survived the first encounter in the atmosphere processing plant, except Frost. He didn't make it. He had a ignominious death, I guess you call it. Okay, so let's look at these game boards again. I'm assuming they can go together multiple ways, or do they have to go together a particular way? I don't know if you can see that. So I guess this is a pro and con. A game like Space Hulk gives you individual corridor pieces which you put together like a puzzle for each map, and each map is different. This obviously is not as flexible as far as board design, but depending on how the game plays, that may or may not be that big a deal. I mean, you've got these 2 square-sized doors, and then you've got these 3 square-sized hallways as well, which I guess you put them together like that. Alright, well, I won't waste time on camera you watching me play with the map boards, but there you go. So nice detail on these maps. You got the grates, you got all that stuff. Okay. What else do we have here? We've got some dice. Looks like a 10-sided, 2 10-sided dice and a 6-sided die. We've got a deck of cards. We've got all the little push caps for the dials, the cardboard dials. We've got more cards. These I know drive how the aliens play in the game. And then you've got some, looks like quick start cards to help you. Alright, so that's it for the box. Looks like a pretty sturdy box for storage. Everything's held together by a rubber band. So we have the sprue for the Marines. I'm assuming these are 28mm. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit here, guys. There we go. Almost look like these are push fit. Detail looks good. I'm wondering what the scale is going to be compared to previous Alien games. That's definitely, you know, do that in some different video. Look at the past miniatures games for this property. There is the detail on Newt, Gorman. I think they have their names on the Hudson with his motion tracker. That's cool. Vasquez with her smart gun. Hicks has got his shotgun. And Ripley. And then you've got Frost. Alright, very cool. Then you have 4 sprues of aliens. These look to be identical. Yep. Okay. Look at all these. Let's get these out of the way so you can see. Yeah, looks like I got my work cut out for me. Lots of aliens. Okay, so like I said, we've got 4 sprues. There's 4 aliens on each. There's 4 aliens on each sprue. So that gives us our 16 alien warriors. I wonder if they're going to have different classes of aliens. I know that there are 2 expansions that are coming out for this. One adds more Marines. And so all of the Marines that aren't in this box from the movie. And then the third one, the third box, is going to be the power loader kind of final showdown model. So you got the Queen, the power loader, and all that cool stuff. But there you go. So you got quite a few things here. You've got your very nice, oh, sorry, let's zoom out there. Hard plastic in the correct color, so if you don't want to paint them, you don't have to. But you've got lots of cool miniatures to play with. Oops, and I just popped someone's head off the sprue. Well, we'll put it in there so it doesn't get lost. The cards, I'm not going to go into game mechanics because although I've read the rule books once, I have not, played a game yet. So here you've got your equipment: pulse rifles, grenades, pistols, equipment, body armor, flares, helmets, bypass, medical scanner. Do something, Gorman. It's reading right, man. Look. Okay. So, I know that the mechanic is when this deck is exhausted in your game, the game's over. So you either exhaust your, if this is exhausted first, the game is over. If I think these are exhausted, the aliens lose. Alright, that package thwarted me, but I finally got in. So these are the blip cards. Basically, it's a way that it drives the aliens in the game, since there's not an actual alien player. So you've got oh look, there's, they mostly come out at night. Mostly. Place 2 blips on each tunnel token and spawn point. Ooh, that sounds scary. Okay, so there you go. We're not going to go into the rule book or what that does or anything like that, because I'd like to get a few games under my belt before I give you my final verdict. But I wanted you to see kind of what was in the box and how the box was laid out and all that good stuff. And, you know, as an extra bonus, you get to listen to my random musings, which I appreciate your patience. Alright, so there you go, guys. That's a unboxing for Aliens, Another Glorious Day in the Corps, a cooperative survival game from Gale Force 9. We always appreciate your support of the channel. If you'd like, you can follow us on Facebook at All Miniatures Great and Small, kind of see what we're up to there. Also, here on YouTube, we'd always appreciate a like and subscribe. Click that bell to receive notification when we release new material, so you can be notified of all the goodness that's coming. I'm sure we're going to be covering Aliens here in a little bit more detail. Several more videos I have planned. I know Jake's excited to play this game, and so am I. So hopefully you'll get to see it on the table sooner rather than later. I'm probably going to bump some of these models up in my paint queue so that I can get them on the board fast. Well, there you go, guys. As always, thanks for watching, and keep on wargaming.